Hey, what's up everyone? This is Ambarishan from Datanpie. In today's video, we'll talk about how to get a sort order accomplished whenever your client has some information and they want to project that in certain order. You may not be able to do that using the default sort options that are available in Power BI. I'm going to give you a 4-step technique to get this accomplished in Power BI. These are some simple steps you just have to remember and follow, and you will be able to achieve this every single time. Especially on a visual like this, you may not be able to go and get that done. So let's go and understand how to go do this in today's video. Now you may have a data set like this where the client is trying to capture everything from lead generation to the closing of the deals. So they have a preference and they want to go in the same order, and they want to understand how many deals are in what statuses. So they have a very specific ask and they wanted this to be sorted out in this particular order. So let's see how to get this done in Power BI. Now I'm here in a new page, and let's get started with a visualization. Let's say I want to put this in a stacked column chart, and we'll just bring that up here. And if I take the stage into the x-axis, and let's go ahead and have the stage again brought into the y-axis so that I can also find the count based on that, I'll get a neat little chart like this. If I were to go and turn on the data labels, I'll just go to the format your visual icon and then do that. Now you'll be able to go ahead and sort the data in certain order, in a certain fashion, but this may not be sufficient in a lot of cases. For example, the data can only be sorted based on the information that you have in the chart. So if you're looking to sort the data alphabetically, either ascending or descending order, using the stage level information, you can do that using the stage sort option. Otherwise, if you wish to sort based on the count of information that you have in your chart, you can use this option to sort your data by count of different stages. Now both of them is not going to give us what we want. So if I were to go ahead and have this sorted by stage, like I said, the ascending or descending order sort is not going to give us the exact same sort order that the client is looking for. So I can go ahead and do an ascending sort and descending sort. So now we are not going from lead generation to closing a deal. This is all jumbled up, right? So let's go ahead and understand how to get this done using the custom sort order. Now the technique that I'll use, and this works every single time I have used it, I'm going to give you a 4-step technique to get this accomplished in Power BI. These are some simple steps you just have to remember and follow, and you will be able to achieve this every single time. Now if I go to the order that was requested by the client, we would like to have 2 columns here. One is the actual order in which the client wants data to be sorted, and we would need a order column. When I say order, this is the order in which the stages are to be sorted in your visual. So we want this information for sure, these 2 columns for sure, the actual stage order, and also a column showing in what order you may want to have this stages sorted out. So with this data, let's go ahead and grab this data and load it into Power BI. So I'm just going to copy this information. I'll go to the Power BI file, and let's go ahead and enter the data and load this data here. So I'll prefer enter data option. I'll just click on the intersection here and then paste the data, goes and sits neat and nice. Now I'll prefer my table name to have something like a sort or an order as a word, so that I can understand this is a table that I use to sort my data properly. So let's go ahead and call this as stage sort order. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And let's go load this table into Power BI. Now the very next step that you should go ahead and do is to have this relationship created between these 2 tables. I can see that there is stage coming up here, and there is also stage coming up here. And this is the way Power BI has identified that these 2 tables can be related, and it has created this relationship between the tables automatically. Now, if this is something that you don't have in your data model, I would prefer you to go ahead and have this set up. With that done, let's go ahead and move on to the 3rd step. So the first step was to go ahead and build this table. We have built that table. The second step was to go ahead and have this relationship created. That's done. Let's move on to the third step. That is going to be to use your stage column, not from the old table or the original table. You may want to use that from the new sort order table that you have created. So let's go ahead and get rid of the stage column from here. And then we'll go ahead and grab our stage column from the new table, the sort order table that we have created. Now, once that is done, you will not see anything different here. We need to go ahead and apply one more small, neat little trick that we have in Power BI to get this done. Now, the trick here is to go ahead and tell Power BI that, hey, I want to go ahead and sort the stage here with this order column. The order that I've mentioned in the order column should be used to sort the data in the stage column. So let's go ahead and get that accomplished. So what I'll do is I'll click on stage and it will automatically bring up a column tools menu on top. Now, if you see this column tools menu, you'll find a small option called as sort by column. Let's go ahead and click on that. And we want to tell Power BI, we want to sort the stage by the order column. So we are doing a sort by column, and that is going to be by the order column. Now, once that is accomplished, you will see that this will be set properly, and you will have your lead generation to closing the deals being the order in which this visualization is all set up. And that's how cool this trick is, and that's what we have here. You can have this sorted in descending and ascending order, but it will still go ahead and work based on the sort orders, ascending and descending order, and that's the way we have it. Now, you may have thought about going ahead and having a few more, kind of a sort column created. Let's say I'll give you two different options. You may ask, okay, why not to create the sort order in the same table? Let's see what happens when you do that. So I have already created a column that says sort order, and I've used the switch statement to go ahead and have this sorting done. And this is the order that the client requested. Now, having created that column, if I were to sort the data by that column, let's see what happens here. So if I were to go close this out, and let's go ahead and take our stage again from the original table, and we would like to go sort the stage by the sort order column that I had. Now, if I were to do that, you would get a circular dependency created in this particular table, and you don't really want this sort of a thing coming out. So you'll not be able to sort the data just by putting these numbers in your table, and that's going to be very difficult for you to manage. So that's not the way it works. Now, you can have a column created in this fashion where I'm just trying to concatenate the information using an hyphen, and I say that, okay, if you have computed the stage order and if we have the stages that we want, we can go ahead and concatenate those two values and get that as a separate column. Now, this would be a good option to have if you really want to do this very quickly. But the problem with this particular option is that if you bring up the stage order that we have just calculated, this should give you the sorting done in the respective way you want, but the client may not prefer these values in front of the labels. So that's going to be again another challenge or a headache for you to go ahead and get this sorted out. We don't really want it in that fashion. So just go ahead and follow the 4-step process that I gave you. That's going to always work and always give you the details in a proper fashion. So let me quickly recap on what we have done. We have gone ahead and created a sort order table. Ensure that you have 2 different columns for sure in your sort order table. You'll need the order in which you want your data to be sorted, and we want a column describing the order in which it has to be sorted. That's what we want in our table. Load that table into Power BI. The second step is to go ahead and have the relationship created between these 2 tables, because that's when I will be able to use this stage column from the sort order table instead of this stage column from the original table. So after that is done, go ahead and have your stage column from the new table used inside the visual. And then the fourth one is to go ahead and click on this particular stage column and have your data sorted by the order column. This is the 4-step process that I usually use to go ahead and get this data sorted in certain fashion. And that's a cool trick that we have in getting the data custom sorted with respect to whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this content, please do share, like, and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions, please post that in the comments below and I'll be able to go ahead and reply to that. Thank you so much for joining. I'll look forward to meeting you in a different video.